This episode of Eminence Legacy podcast is brought to you by FE26 Legion. Built for discipline, not the distracted. Every FE26 design is released for a limited season and then retired into the vault. No restocks, no reruns. If you're wearing FE26, it's not because you followed a trend. It's because you live by a standard. Find the current season at fe26legion.com. Discipline remains, the Legion endures.
There's a man I think about often, not because his life collapsed overnight, but because it didn't. He had a decent job, a family, bills mostly paid, health good enough. From the outside, nothing was wrong. But every year, he delayed the same things. He skipped the workout because he was tired. He ignored the budgeting because he'd handle it later. He stayed quiet in his marriage because confrontation felt uncomfortable. He told himself he'd refocus after this season. No discipline, just postponement, and life let him get away with it for a while. Then the bill showed up, not all at once, piece by piece, energy gone, body stiff, stress constant, money tight, even when income wasn't. Relationships tense, not explosive, just cold. And one day he said something that still sticks with me. I don't know how I ended up here. I never chose this. That was the lie. He chose it every day by not choosing anything at all. There was no moment course correct anymore because years of avoidance had removed leverage. That's what lack of discipline steals first, options. Now let me tell you about another life. Same pressures, same fatigue, same distractions. But this person noticed the drift early, not because they were special, but because they were honest. They saw the weight gaining, the calendar filling, the standard slipping, and instead of waiting for motivation, they imposed structure. Not extreme, not flashy, just discipline. Set a wake-up time and kept it, simplified their finances, had the hard conversation early, trained even when they didn't feel like it, over intensity. It wasn't comfortable, but it was corrective. And here's the difference. When life added pressure later, it didn't crush them because discipline had already trained their spine and they weren't free from structure. They were free because of it. See, discipline didn't protect them from pain. It protected them from irreversibility. From waking up one day with no margin, no leverage, no clean way back. That's what discipline actually guards, not your comfort, your future self. So when people say discipline is harsh, what they're really saying is, I haven't yet paid the cost of avoiding it. And that cost always comes due.
Welcome back to the Eminence Legacy podcast. I'm Jose Luis Cadena. This is the Conviction Series, Week 4, companion episode. Let's strip this down. Discipline does not protect you from discomfort. It protects you from your future self regrets. People think discipline limits them. What it actually limits is emotional decision making, self-betrayal, rationalization, and future cleanup. Lack of discipline does not feel painful immediately. That's why people choose it. But it compounds. In the future, you will feel it. How? In many different ways, in many different situations. And somehow it always collects later in stress, health, finances, relationship, identity, and so many other things that I would take forever to list. Discipline is not there to make life harder. It is there to stop life from becoming heavier. And if you remove discipline, you do not remove weight. You just transfer it to tomorrow, to your body, to your mind, to your family, to your mental health. It never goes away. Ask yourself tonight, what problem am I postponing because I refuse to discipline myself? That answer matters more than motivation ever will. Next week, we talk about pressure, why discipline creates it, why growth requires it, and why most people run from it. If this sharpened you, follow the show. Share it with someone who thinks freedom means no structure. This is the Eminence Legacy podcast. Together, let's rise to our eminence. Catch you in the next one.